Hi-ho friends, and welcome back to the Snug Bungalow, where we will look through a bag of my thrift store finds, stuff that I found at the Goodwill bins. But before we do, I have a little piece of video for you that shows my mom shopping at the bins with me last time. I was lucky enough to have a little visit from my mom. We don't live in the same state, but she was here over the holiday season, and of course, we went thrifting. She found so much great stuff. She was really there for clothes, and she really got some clothes. The snippet is of her looking through the clothing bins. This is right at the end, so it's kind of a lull in activity. It's a very mild form of what the bins can look like. Usually it's very, very hectic, and this is sort of a quiet moment at the bins. So she's just sort of finishing up looking through. One of the things that you don't realize is just the scale of stuff that they have at the bins. There's just so much there. And if you spend a couple hours lifting clothing and looking through the clothing stuff, you get a great workout because it is heavy. Clothing is heavy. So if you are pawing through these bins of clothes for a couple hours, you really get a good workout. And then you can reward yourself by going out to lunch afterwards. So take a peek at this video of my mom looking through the clothing at the bins so that you can get an idea of what it is like. And we're back. So I hope you enjoyed that tiny little piece of video to show you what it's like looking through the clothing bins. Normally it's far more hectic than that, but it can kind of give you an idea of what it looks like and how much stuff is there. Okay, so onward to the thrift finds. I found 3 of these at the bins. This is a china plate. I believe that this pattern is called Autumn Leaf. I don't know very much at all about China. There are only a few patterns that I know that people are looking for and that sell well. This is what the back looks like, and it doesn't say anything about Autumn Leaf on the back. It says superior hall quality dinnerware, tested and approved by Mary Dunbar, Jewel Homemakers Institute. So this is actually supposed to have an edging of gold. It's really worn away on this one, but I got 2 more of these also, and it's still there on the other ones. I will sell them all together. This is the dinner plate size. So we will see. I'm thinking that I can get maybe 10 a plate, which would be great because I paid very little money for these at the bins. The bins my particular bins has very few breakables. There's like a little shelf in the back that's kind of like crock pots and big baskets and lamps and stuff. And once in a while you'll find a few pieces of dinnerware back there or some decorative china pieces. And I am trying to commit to doing a better job of looking at those pieces and researching them. I don't love shipping breakable stuff, but I'm committed to trying to do a better job of that. So I got 3 of those, and then I bought this book for myself because look at how freaking cute that is. If you have a shaggy terrier, just this picture just resonates. I have a very grumpy dog who you probably can hear barking in the background right now, even though the door is closed and he is on a different level of the house than me. I just thought this was very cute. There's a really cute picture of the dog rolling around. And the whole thing is about helping children. Oh, here it is. He's rolling on the ground, and my dog loves doing this, getting as dirty and as stinky as possible. But the whole book is about helping children who do not understand emotions well, read emotions. So it's it's using the dog as a way to help a child who doesn't understand emotions very well to learn how to read other children's emotions. This next thing was gifted to me by my mom, and I just wanted to show you because I thought it was adorable. This is a whole baggie of fabric strawberries. Oh, goodness, dropping them. And they're just so cute, very, very 1980s to me. And I've sold these any number of times. People like to fill a bowl with them, make them into ornaments, that kind of thing. So I just thought that was very cute. Now here's the thing, and I don't even know what it is. I feel like it's a pet toy, possibly, but it has beans in it, and usually when they have beans in them, they are not meant for pets, so that the pets don't actually swallow them. But look at this. It's like a little dog, but also sort of looks like a mouse. I don't know. It's definitely, oh, it's Wallace Berry and Company, but it's 1975, so it's early on. And there's a logo on this that I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but that's a very different Wallace Berry logo than they used even in the 80s. But it almost looks like a Muppet. I just thought it was adorable, and I might have to keep it. It's just so funny looking. Sometimes you just find something that's delightful at the bins. Okay, this is a Harley Davidson business card holder. Harley Davidson stuff sells very well. This was made in 2000, and that's really all I can say about it, is that when I see Harley Davidson stuff, I usually buy it. It doesn't particularly interest me personally, but I know that it is a quick sell generally, so I have no idea how much I can get for that, but if I can get a Harley Davidson piece at the bins, I say yes to it. Now, I don't know if this piece is vintage or not, but it is, I don't know if it's sterling silver or silver plated. I have no idea how to tell that. But this is what it looks like, and that is an S. And then it opens up, and it has a place for a picture here, and then these all fold out. So it's like a little picture portfolio to keep in your purse or in your pocket. And it could be from like Things Remembered. Is that what that place is called? In the mall. It could be that kind of thing, like where you would like get these for gifts for people. Or it could be vintage. I really don't know how to tell. But I'm going to try to sell it anyway. See, that's one of the things. Like, you don't have to know everything about everything to sell garbage, guys. You don't. You can just, you know, do your research after you've purchased. And you can also say things like, I'm not sure if this is sterling silver or if it's silver plated. You know, you can put that in your listing, because I don't think people expect you to know everything about everything. And if they do, they're delusional. Okay, the next thing is very exciting. This is a bag of Garland, and it is wood garland. And it's colorful beads, wood, and there is a lot of it here. This is actually marked 3 strands of bubblegum garland. I love calling this bubblegum garland. How fun is that? And I have sold wooden garland in the past, and it brings far more money than you would think that it would. So whenever I find some garland that is wooden, I scoop that right up. And it's not vintage, doesn't have to be. It's just really nice, and it keeps well. It stores really easily. You don't have to treat it with kid gloves. You know, lots of good things about wood garland. Now this, just trying to find a date real quick. This is going to be newer. 2012. This is Raggedy Ann. Everybody can recognize Raggedy Ann and Andy. This is all embroidered here, and she is a fantastic seller. She really is. If you can find the pair of them, that always sells faster than a single doll. But I just have really good luck selling Raggedy Ann dolls. The older ones, if they're in better condition, obviously will sell better and bring a higher price. But the new ones are made really, really well. Like her face is embroidered. She has button eyes. Like they're still made really, really well. So they are just something that people like. It's a classic piece. Another plush here. Are you ready for this? This is going to make you feel like you're on drugs. Which my normal thing is, if it seems like somebody was on drugs who made it, it was made in the 60s. I actually think this was made in the 80s. There was a brand of plush that were caterpillars, not caterpillar dogs, just caterpillars that had all these legs, and they were just called Lots of Legs, which is a pretty good name for something like that. This is a knockoff of that, and it is a dog with a flat cap on. And it is made by, let's see if there's a name on the tag. Yes, MTY International. And the thing that I know about well-loved toy lines is that the knockoffs sometimes will do just as well, because not as many of them were made, and sometimes they're just hysterical. And so I picked this up thinking that it was a Lots of Legs, and then I got a better look at it and I was like, what are we dealing with here? And of course, the weirder it is, the more likely it is to come home with me. Okay, the next thing is a belt. I think we talked about belts just the other day. This one is a seed bead belt. Oops, upside down. And it was made, for probably some Southwestern souvenir shop. But these are actual seed beads. They are glass beads. And this is actual leather. It's a size 36, and it says genuine cowhide. Delicious. But I love selling belts. Super easy to sell. Very quick sellers generally. The more interesting the belt is, the faster it will sell. So that was a yes. Okay, then I got a couple hats. I haven't been bringing in too many hats lately, but this one was very interesting to me. This is definitely a Chinese hat. It has this pin on it, and that's a metal pin. And then inside you can see, and I just thought, well, that's interesting. People love these kind of hats for cosplay or costumes for Halloween. And speaking of costumes or cosplay, I found a bonnet. I have found handmade bonnets before, which is what I think this is. And they've sold very quickly. I'm going to assume that that's because people like them for cosplay or costumes. If you're doing reenactments or any of that sort of thing, they can be really, really fun for that. Okay, so I've talked about linens before and the fact that I'm trying to find more linens because they're very easy to photograph, they're really easy to sell, and they can bring weirdly high money. So I found 2 pillow shams. Let's find the tags. 2 Tommy Hilfiger 2016. Here's the tag, and these are the pillow shams. On the front, they are this crazy plaid, and on the back, they are a faux denim material. This is just cotton. It's not thick like denim or anything like that. But I got 2 of those, and so I'm excited to see what I can get for those. I did not really research them while I was there. I just stuck them in and thought that seems like a good brand. Let's go with it and see what happens. Now hold on to your horses, kids, because I bought something for myself that I say I'm not going to buy all the time, that I don't like to list. It is a piece of clothing. Can you believe it? I bought a piece of clothing on purpose to list myself. This is a vintage Hilo Hattie's of Hawaii men's Hawaiian shirt. And it has a pocket, and men's shirts are really, really easy to list. So if there's anything that I'm going to be listing in clothing, it will be men's shirts. Very easy to measure, super easy to take pictures of. And I have found that Hawaiian shirts do pretty well. They sell pretty quickly. Yada, 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 as they say on Seinfeld. Okay, I saved what I think is the coolest, best thing for last. If you are anything like me, you will think this thing is the shit. I have no idea how I'm going to show it to you because it is enormous. It is, in fact, a beach blanket. So it's not a beach towel. It is round. It is fringed on the end. And it is a lemon slice. Can you even? And see how huge it is? Like, it's very large. And it has that great vintage fringe, like the really nice thick fringe. And it's terry cloth. The back is just white. Can you even? Like, can you even? I pulled it out because I saw that fringe and was like, I don't care what this is. It's obviously coming home with me. This fringe is the fringe. And then I just kept pulling and I was like, is this real life? I didn't see any tags on it. I assume, oh, here it is. Ooh, it's like all crunched up. All I can really read is 100% cotton. The tag is actually melted. But it doesn't have a branding on it or anything like that. So I don't know where this came from. It almost seems like something that Target would sell now, but I feel like the quality is way too good for that. So I'll do some research, but I just thought it was so cool that somebody was going to really, really want this. I have no idea what I can get for it, but I thought it was pretty exciting. It felt like something that was unique, and I love finding like weird, unique things when I'm out thrifting. I think that's it for today, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. Just know that I'm going to leave some links below. They are going to be the links for these actual items once they are listed in my shops, which usually takes about 2 or 3 weeks. If there is something here that you absolutely cannot wait for, please just leave me a comment. We'll work something out. Then I'm going to, for right now, put some links of items that might be like these items, just in case you want to do a little shopping before these items are ready. But other than that, I think we've covered all the bases. If you could just like this video and subscribe to my channel, it is a great way to help a small business without spending any money at all. It feels like you're doing nothing, but to the person who has the channel, you are really helping them. So if you could do that, it would really help me out. If you would like to leave me a comment, I would love to chat with you. We can talk about things that we found, or we can talk about questions that you might have about my process or what it's like shopping at the bins. In my last video, I have a little piece that is the price poster at the bin so that you can kind of get a better idea of what the prices are for all of this stuff. And other than that, I invite you to go out and find treasure. I'll see you again next time.